Hello, happy Easter. This is for friends of Jacob Reed and friends of Cheryl Reed, his widow, who passed away suddenly on March 4th. He went into septic shock, and hopefully you can see me in the screen. My name is Becky Gardner, and I'm a good friend of Cheryl's, and I used to work at the Hawaii State Capitol, so I have some knowledge of the process and how things become law. And I just wanted to share with all of Jake's friends and Cheryl's friends that there actually happen to be 3 legislative resolutions that are moving through the legislature this year. And I know about them because I was helping a friend try to advocate for some action in our capital to raise sepsis awareness and possibly create like a patient advocacy program to study the incidences, that type of thing. So I want to use this video to explain to you how you could submit testimony online. It really should only take like 5-10 minutes, much shorter than the length of this video, I'm sure. And you could submit testimony supporting these ideas, which would essentially be a statement by our representatives in our state capital, the Hawaii State Capitol, saying that they want to understand more and do more about sepsis. And those 3 ideas, the first one would be to create a Sepsis Awareness Month, which would be September, and September 13th would be Sepsis Awareness Day. That's idea number 1, and that's in a couple different resolutions. Idea number 2 is our representatives would be asking our State Department of Health to conduct a study to get baseline information about the mortality rate of sepsis deaths and what are some of the contributing factors to it. That's idea 2. The third idea within a separate resolution is to create a group that would study best practices on how to deal with sepsis. So if these are ideas that you can get behind, and I think most people who know Jake and maybe really don't even understand what happened and what has maybe never even heard of what sepsis is, I imagine you probably can get behind these ideas, and perhaps you would like to do something to help us deal with sepsis in the future for other people. So I'll just walk you through some steps to how to testify online. This is Jake again, and I'm just going to set up my phone video. Hopefully you can see what's happening. Okay, so if you want to, what I have here is I have a hearing notice. Basically, this is the Committees on Health and Committee on Human Services on Monday, March 28th. That's tomorrow at 2:16, conference room 329. On the agenda are a number of resolutions. These are the resolution numbers: House Concurrent Resolution 164, which is also the same as House Resolution 114. Actually, this isn't a sepsis one, but moving down the agenda, these middle 3, House Concurrent Resolutions 140, 141, 142, which are also cross-listed as House Resolution 92, HR 93, and HR 94. And as you can see, the first one is to conduct a study to gather baseline information about sepsis. The second idea is to make September Sepsis Month, September 13th Sepsis Awareness Day. And the third idea is to ask the Department of Health to establish and convene a Sepsis Best Practices Group. So this is the agenda for the hearing on Monday, and you could submit testimony online, and as it says here, please, you could submit testimony in these ways. They want it at least 24 hours prior to the hearing, but since it's still, it's before the hearing, it will be made part of the record even if it's late, as long as you get it in before the hearing, which is Monday at 2:16 tomorrow. So when you guys go to work tomorrow, or if you're watching this, please go through a few steps and testify in support if you can. Okay, so this is what you do. Okay, so here we are at the, this is the home page of the Hawaii State Legislature. And I am going to, let's see, I'm going to log out just so we start fresh, because this is what you're going to look at. Okay, I want to register. I'm pretending I'm you, and I've never testified before on anything legislatively. So I'm going to click register, and I just created a dummy email. I'll use my name. Becky. Hard to video and type at the same time. Okay, I'm using as my email Becky's dummy email at gmail.com. Okay, we're going to verify it. Becky's dummy email at gmail.com. And then password, I'm just going to write Jake and Cheryl as my password. Okay, I'm scrolling down. This is just kind of terms that you agree, you know, kind of basic stuff. Click and create user. Okay, I'm just going to save it. All right, so I'm looking at this hearing notice, and I'm just going to pick one of these. HCR 140, HCR 142, and HCR 141 and 142. I'm going to pick this first one to study baseline data. Okay, so I'm going here in this area, bill status, measure status. You can also put sepsis here, and all this, and keywords, and all the bills that relate to sepsis will show up. But I already know what the bill is, and you already know from this video. So I'm going to write HCR. We're going to do 140. Okay, I'm going to click go, and there it is. It's requesting the Department of Health to conduct a study to gather baseline information on the incidence of sepsis in Hawaii and sepsis mortality rate. Okay, I want to submit testimony. Please sign in. Okay, so I got to sign in. So over here, I registered, but I got to sign in. So what's my email? It's this Becky's dummy. And then it saved my password. So maybe it'll do the same for you after you registered. And then I'm logging in. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot, I got to confirm. Okay. Okay. Here. They sent me an email to confirm. So once I registered, now I got to go here, confirm, and now it says I'm successfully confirmed. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. And it was HCR 140. Go. And here we are, requesting Department of Health to conduct a study. Okay, I want to submit testimony. And here it is. It auto-populated. And it has my auto-populated some information here. You can say, Becky, my dummy email. I'm an individual. I'm going to support. Will I be testifying at the hearing? No. Just going down a little bit. Now, you can get fancy, and you can write your own testimony on your own letterhead on Word or PDF or whatever, and then you could choose a file and upload it. But I'm just going to keep this really simple, because all you need to do is just support. Click Next. And then please note, once testimony is submitted, it becomes part of the public record. So this is part of the public record, and you know, I'm going to write separate testimony. I'm going to write some more comments about my thoughts on sepsis awareness. But all you need to do is just click 2 or 3 buttons to say I support, just like I am right here. I'm clicking this. I understand and agree to the terms. Submit testimony. Okay, my testimony has been submitted. So basically, I just submitted testimony supporting the study of sepsis in Hawaii. And this is going to help our legislators know that the public supports this effort to study baseline data on sepsis. So that's one concept. And you could do the same. You can go to the next resolution, HCR 141. HCR 141. Click go. And there it is. And you could submit testimony, and it auto-populates everything. My name is already there. I'm going to go down. I'm going to say support, and I might say some comments here about Jake being such an amazing person, whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to save it right now because I'm going to write something more specific later. But I just want to get this out there so you guys can support if you can. Okay? So this hearing is in the Committee on Health and the Committee on Human Services. In the House side, you see it's a House of Representatives. So that's the first hearing that we've seen on the House side. We have not seen a hearing yet on the Senate side, but I'm hopeful that we will on the same measures. And so you would go through the same drill, but there's going to be, rather than HCR, actually, the bills are going to be SCR 71, SCR 105, SR 70, SCR 104, SR 72, SCR 106. And actually, I suspect that SCR 106 will be up for hearing very soon on the Senate side. That's my prediction. And that's about creating a Sepsis Awareness Month. So once that goes up for hearing, then you'll be able to testify in support. Okay? I think that's it, but I'm going to create a YouTube video, and I'll put some links on that video so you can learn more about it. And then once you know this process, you're probably hearing about lots of different bills that you have opinions on and you want to support or oppose. So all you need to do is just log back into your account, just like you created if you followed the steps in this video, and you could do your civic duty and participate in the legislative process, in the lawmaking process. And I think it's great if you start in honor of Jake. Okay, so happy Easter, and I hope this works out for a big group of you. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.